Hi guys, welcome to round two of the Game Replays Championship Invitational between FnR and Pol. Last game, Pol just got the better of FnR in a pretty epic clash, and now let's hope round two to bring more of the same. Pol picking Blacksmith, Mage Bane, Slaken Archer, Plague Rider and Andromeda, with FnR picking Tempest, Corrupted Disciple, Vindicator, Soul Stealer and Pharaoh. What do you think of those picks?
Caution, do you want to shed some light?
I think that Tempest is a bit of an odd pick, purely because of the rest of the FnR lineup. The only thing you can really add in there is Soulstealer's ultimate. I mean, obviously if they get like 3 or 4 people in Tempest ult, and then Soulstealer blinks in or runs in and gets the ultimate in the middle of the wall, then obviously that's going to be devastating, but it's not really going to happen very often in a high-skilled game. So I think Tempest is a bit of an odd pick. For Pol, I think they've outpicked FnR for the second game in a row, in my opinion, getting Plague Rider to begin with, Forsaken and Blacksmith. So I think it's going to be overall a better team.
Yep. We did remake this game, and during the last remake, there was a tri-lane being fielded bottom, but now it looks to be this. They're switching it up, tri-lane top, just to catch FnR off guard. With Plague Rider now soloing bottom, which should be Forsaken in my eyes.
Something interesting to point out as well, in a sort of a set of 3 games possibly, a lot of sort of greater tactics come into play with Soul Stealer and Corrupted. Actually, saying that, Corrupted Disciple was being ganked top early gank, and I think it just managed to make it to the tower. Although Andromeda, no, has got his stun, but wow, that's a bad start for a Corrupted Disciple.
Yeah, we had to use his pot already.
And if Blacksmith had managed to get his stun, got his stun instead of his flaming hammer, that would have been him dead. But anyway, back to what I was saying before. Soul Stealer and Corrupted Disciple were both picks for PAO last game, or Pol last game, and Mage Bane was a pick for FnR last game. So a little bit of a swap around there.
Yep, Soul Stealer did demonstrate some great play last game, being probably my MVP for the match.
And Tempest is in trouble here. Actually, going to get stunned by Andromeda, flaming hammered. But I think there is some server lag going on at the moment.
Yeah, I can see a bit of a few glitches going down on some heroes.
That's not a great start for Tempest either. Less than half health already, and this tri lane is looking to be pretty successful for Pol.
They're going to look to gank mid on Soul Stealer this early. Could turn out to be a good move if Mage Bane can get the early first blood, some early gold.
Doubt they're going to get their unique phases to set up some nice defensive wards for him in mid.
Yep, definitely seen them.
Andromeda trying to hide in the trees though. Little does she know that there's a ward right below her.
I'm just waiting for Soul Stealer to say hi, but no. Soul Stealer has seen them, but I'm not sure what he was doing that far down. He could have been caught off guard if Mage Bane did blink in first of all and let one of the others to stun.
And Tempest, I think, deemed it a little bit too risky to jungle this game and has decided to lane with Corrupted Disciple. Forsaken Archer taking quite some damage, being conduited by Corrupted, who now has 100 damage at level 2. That's going to be some nice farm early on. And Corrupted has actually started, Tempest has started forest farming, but I think it'll only be sort of the exterior creeps and he won't venture too deep into the jungle.
Blacksmith maybe looking for a gank bottom, been roaming around. He's probably going to look to maybe pick off Vindicator. But there are blinks going down, they have seen him.
That's weird. And another pause here. I hope this game doesn't get remade as well.
I wonder what this is about now. I think there's some connection troubles going between players. At the moment, FnR have got 5 more creep kills and 3 more denies, not too much in it. About 200 XP and gold either way.
What do you think, Caution, of this sort of early on? Who do you think's got the advantage?
A little bit too hard to tell, really. Unique's got a bottle on the way from the Scoria, which will obviously help him a lot more now. Gives him some survivability and let him creep some, but it's still a bit too early days to tell what's going to happen. But some nice aggressive stuff from POL, which I really like to see with roaming Andromeda in a way. Just a shame that Unique has put the wards down, because otherwise we would see some nice ganks in middle, I guess, on Soul Stealer. But they've got some nice defensive wards, so at the early days it counters Andromeda at the moment.
And Andromeda is still level 1, so she can't fall too far behind, otherwise her roaming won't be at all effective. But I'm thinking if she can sort of catch Tempest out while he's in between creep camps, with maybe some backup from Forsaken or Blacksmith, it'll be a nice gank. But with those wards there, I don't think it's going to be possible.
One's checking torrent, maybe some illegal activity. So they're saving it.
The police are siphoning off his internet.
Soul Stealer has been taking some damage to Mage Bane. I think Mage Bane's getting the better of him.
I think with this bottle, though, as soon as he hits level 4 or 5, like we saw last game from PAO, he'll just be able to wipe out those creep waves with his nukes. Okay, we're going to get an unpause here soon.
I think PAO have decided to ditch the tri lane and instead just have one Andromeda roaming around. Because Blacksmith's now decided to lane bottom with Plague Rider and hold off Vindicator and Pharaoh. Top is a Corrupted Disciple versus Forsaken Archer, but we're back underway.
And Corrupted Disciple is such a decent last hitter in these games. He's already got 230 odd gold per minute, which is very good to have early game.
Soul Stealer in trouble in middle.
Soul Stealer is going down. No.
One more. Well, some more server lag. That's unfortunate.
Andromeda taking some damage from Tower.
Andromeda does have some sentry wards.
Picks up the illusions, see if she can do anything with this. There's still some server lag going down for me. Is that happening for you guys, or?
No, not too much.
I'm getting a fair amount of jerkiness.
Yeah. And Corrupted Disciple actually could possibly be out of position here if he doesn't see Andromeda. Stun's going down. Another stun. And he will be going down. That's going to be first blood, surely.
Bloodlust. Good job.
Very nice. And that Andromeda lane's starting to pay off. And so Andromeda roaming. Some nice warding as well, blocking the creep spawn for Tempest. That's going to cut down on his farming. Although his creep, I think so.
Interesting to see Mage Bane getting a life tube, going for a Helmet Black Legion by the looks of it.
Or possibly a Battle Fury, but
That's unlikely.
yeah. And the real Andromeda is just above Soul Stealer. Don't think the ward's seen him. Although, see an early blink there from Mage Bane, I think.
I think Soul Stealer did see him.
And Plague Rider's been holding his own against Pharaoh and Vindicator, taking Pharaoh down to some very low health with a nuke.
And Blacksmith's coming, but just not soon enough.
And FnR have got wards of sights in the forest, so they're going to be able to see whatever Andromeda or Blacksmith